TK, where the fuck you at?
Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. Actually, let me get back to my roots. What is up with y'all boys? Welcome back to another video. So firstly, let me get this off the rip. Today we're yapping. You feel me? I'm really getting back to my roots. Let me really. So today I want to talk about faith fighters, right? And the reason why I'm making this video is because I feel like not only I'm not gonna just throw it on y'all, but I'm gonna say it myself. I feel like I'm kind of getting away from the main point of what, you feel me, like faith fighter means to me. So a quick reminder wouldn't hurt. First things first, I have been doing a lot of character development when it comes to my characters, like different decisions they make, the type of personalities they may have, and you know, certain stuff like that. The most recent character I have had to like build their character development on has been Nini, because at the current moment in the manga, that's who I'm drawing the most at the current moment. So it's been fun though. Like, it's been really fun. You know, again, you know how this should go. Life is life, but that never stopped anything. Also, I kind of like to do, you feel me? I think I'm going high top from now on. Just high top, not necessarily high top, but like taper. Word. You said I'm getting off topic. Matter of fact, let's stay off topic. Just want to let everybody know it's October 14th. Rod Wave just dropped the other day. I'm happy in life. You feel me? I also got some great news coming to y'all very, very soon, actually. And it might explain a little bit on why I haven't been dropping as many videos or as much content. But again, there's a time for that and there's a time for this. Let's get back into it. So, and again, forgive me if I'm all over the place, but we just got to get this down pat. My manga is a manga about the Lord Jesus Christ, right? And the reason why I made it that way is because I feel like, as an anime lover and a recent manga lover, I have found a newfound love for manga. But I feel like every single main character, this is a usual trope, because again, like it might be just a Japanese thing, or not just Japanese, but people in general, because it makes sense for the plot. But every single main character gets their power from some type of evil source. And this main character is just such a good freaking guy that the evil source doesn't change them, or it doesn't. They just bend the rules and they bend the power of the demon to their will. You feel what I'm saying? We see this in Black Clover. You feel what I'm saying? The young man, I forgot his name, something with an A. You feel me? Asta. Asta has a demon inside of him, and he bends that demon's powers to his will. And so, because he's such a good freaking guy, he just used it for good. With Don Okarun, you have one of the craziest demons in your body who wants your beef, and you just bent her powers to goodwill. You know what I'm saying? You made friends with the demon. That's you feel me? That's just the trope. We can even go further into Naruto. Like, you literally have a demon inside of you, and now the demon is the uncle to your children. Like, do you get what I'm saying here? Again, we can keep going with this shit. The only anime that I know that main trope isn't like based on any type of like demons, this is not One Piece. The fact of the matter is, he gets his powers from a fruit. He goes crazy with that. You feel me? Congratulations to Oda. Like, he's on that. You feel me? And there's plenty of other animes which do and don't have that trope. But I seen it as, okay, this is a time for me to push another narrative. I feel like we're in a time where, you feel me, the Lord is someone that we need. We really do. And I'm talking from experience. But I also want to say from experience, it's not okay to force the Lord onto people as a Christian. I feel like it's cool to be like, yo, Jesus loves you. I want to let you know that. But to be like, this is what a lot of Christians do nowadays. And I may be ignorant of saying this, but just hear me out. I'm speaking from my heart. Hey, buddy, you right there? Hey, just want to let you know, if you don't read this right here, you're gonna die and burn. You feel me? And that's kind of, I don't necessarily agree with that approach. You're telling the truth, but I just feel like there's a certain approach of how we should do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there should be a loving and caring nature of a Christian person, because that's what the Lord serves. He is love. He's supposed to show love. And the reason why I'm making this message is because I feel as if the Lord wants me to not only spread the gospel, but to do it into Karen's way. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of the time we are so enticed by other people and we're so one-track minded. Like, we're sheep. People say, oh, we're sheeple, you know what I'm saying? We just follow the leader. We are sheep, and it's good to be sheep. But it just depends on who you will follow. If you are a sheep, you're supposed to follow the shepherd. The shepherd, not just random people. That's not what you do. You feel me? You ever seen a sheep? You call to the sheep. They don't pay any mind, but the shepherd calls them. They come running. That's the thing. We are sheep who don't know our shepherd. Oh, I'm cooking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lord. He did that one. He did that one. He did that one. But my point is this as well. With this manga, with this anime that the Lord has blessed me with, I would like for this manga to not only show people that you can love more than you can hate. Because trust me, I know hatred. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want to murder people, but I know the feeling of hating someone. I know the feeling of never wanting to see somebody again. I understand that pain. And then again, I also know what true love feels like. You feel me? I think so. At least I think so, right? My point is, while I'm here on this earth, while the time that I have, what will you do with it? Will you make people hate you? Will you just live it in the background, NPC adding? Will you make a change? And that change, will it be a good change? You feel me? Because think about it is, people say all day, well, what if the Lord's not real and you just did it all for nothing? I still showed love to people. I still gave and shown you what love is. Feel me? And I feel like that's what my job is here on this earth. Now, with all that being said, with Faith Fighter, right? I've also seen this as well. A lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, I followed a lot of manga and writers on social media recently, just trying to better my craft and surround myself with what I need to see, right? And I see a lot of people saying, well, you know what I'm saying, people who make their character just them in like anime form, and that's bad character design and yada yada yada. And that may be true, right? The reason why I say this is because Shaw, I've said this before, Shaw is me in manga form. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh yeah, I just want everybody to glaze me. I know what I go through is not, I'm not special. People go through the same thing. So when I write this in this story, you are going to resonate with it. You see that Manny Petty? Yeah, you know that. You're gonna resonate with it. You feel me? You're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, okay, I can understand where he's coming from. Even to a point to where it's like, boom, like I really feel this in my heart. And people don't understand that your art has always portrayed feeling. That's the thing. Recently I've been trying to apply to jobs and, you know, try my best to get a job. And the reason being is because I need money, right? I want money. But I had to ask myself the other day, if I had this money, what would I do with it? Okay, boom, now we get into it. I'd probably buy this, and that, and that, and this. And all those things had nothing to do with the main purpose I was assigned to. And that's why I feel like I don't got a job now. You feel me? And I'm not saying like, oh, to the people out there, oh, I don't have a job, it's because the Lord told me. That is not what I'm saying. Some of you motherfuckers need to write that application. And I'm just saying, the reason why I'm saying this is because I feel as if I am here to lead and teach people. Your art can change the world. Your creation can change the world. And I have another video on this coming. I have I'm gonna just go ahead and say it out loud. I have a brand I'm making. You feel me? And this brand will change the world. It's as simple as that. You feel what I'm saying? And I've been really doing a lot of thinking, a lot of creation, a lot of idea spilling. You feel me? Recently, these past few days, whether it's manga, the brand, whatever it may be, I have a brand that is going to take the world by storm. And the reason being is because I feel like we don't have enough creativity in this world anymore. We're getting to a point to where life is just people taking and then doing that, and then somebody else taking and replicating, taking and replicating. There's no true, like, nobody's taking their time and creating, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's fashion, whether it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? When it's music, there's a lot of people who make music and they, you know, it's just like, it's no feeling in it. It's not alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, your music is not alive. It's just, and don't get me wrong, it may sound good, but it's not a live game. Like, you're not putting effort into it, right? Whether that be art, AI has taken the world by storm, and people, it's not even funny the way how you can't even, sometimes you can't even tell AI from real shit now. You feel me? And it's only gonna get worse from here. Whether it's fashion, where people are just following trends, they don't even, their closet, they never find anything they can wear because their closet is filled with things other people like and not what you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets to the point where we are so one-track minded that we don't create anything, and I want to change that. I will change that. But you can't get to the top of the staircase without taking step-by-steps. So let's get from up here, let's come back down here, right? With Faith Fighter, this story is going to teach people that not only does, you feel me, God get you where you need to be, keyword need to be. God will get you where you need to be. But when you speak something, when you say something, when you think something, it happens. You know, I was told a few months ago that, hey, TK, like, I hope you understand that Jesus is not a genie. He can't just grant you wishes. You are 100% right. But there comes a point where in my head, even with, like, I'm going to tell you a testimony, like a real fact right now. I'm not just making stuff up. With Faith Fighter, I could have been done with this chapter. But in your mind, when you think, okay, this is hard, this is frustrating, this is irritating, this is, I can't do it, or, you know what I'm saying, I have to, this is not good enough, or I have to redo this, or whatever it may be, when those thoughts start to surface and you think it, you speak it. And when you speak it, you live it. I have been struggling with my manga because of the fact I have spoken out loud. Yes, this and this is hard, and complaining and complaining and complaining. We shouldn't complain, because when you complain, yes, you say what's true to your heart, but the enemy can take that and add stuff into it, and you don't even realize it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to the point where you're like, yeah, this is hard, yada yada yada. This hurts. You feel me? It's hard to make this, and then you start saying, oh, I hate it. This sucks. You don't feel that way, but that's what you said, and that's not true. You get what I'm saying? So we change that. We flip it, right? What Faith Fighter is gonna teach people is, when you speak something, okay, boom. I am powerful enough to get through this. I am strong enough to get through this. I can make it. I can do this. I will do that. You know what I'm saying? Those words, those things that you speak, and you may not believe it, that's cool. But I'm telling you, these things come to pass. And matter of fact, I talked to my mother the other day. I talked to my mom the other day. We were just having a conversation. Let me prove this to you. Let me prove it to you, so you don't think I'm tripping, right? When it comes to your, and let me just add on to this real quick. So the speaking, right? That is one thing. But what you think and what you speak, they go hand in hand. So when you think something and you may write it down, when you think something, you may speak of it. When you think something and you type it, or you just believe real hard that something can happen, it will happen. Let me read you this real quick. So about a year ago, not even a year ago, some change, I made a video called, I don't know what it's called, but it was a message to myself in 2025. In that video, I wrote down things that I wanted to see myself deal with and get through in 2025, right? None of them were checked off because the year just started. I want to show you what we have gotten through. Let me go ahead and, you feel me? Okay, boom. 2025 accomplishments. Time to better yourself. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Things I want to do in 2025. We can all see this, right? Right. Okay. Things I want to do, excuse me, things I want to do in 2025, all in the will of God. Excuse me. This year will be different. Okay. So okay, obviously, right? This is all, you feel me? I wrote a lot down, right? But let's get to where we actually completed some things. Let me read these to you. So, let's go to the bottom. First thing, I have got my first iPad. I am recording off my iPad, and I have been recording off my iPad for the past few months. It has honestly been the only thing helping me get to post my videos because my phone runs out of storage a lot. So, that's number one, right? Checked off at the bottom. I've gained 500 subs on my YouTube channel. We have hit 1,000 subs. Past 1,000, actually. People have recognized my art and said they love it. I have been getting shown love on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. People say that they love my art so much, and to me, sometimes I don't even feel like my art is worth glaze. But that, just a simple fact right there, come on now. I have bought an iPad to help with my art journey. My iPad is the only thing I am able to make manga on. It is literally, if I did not have my iPad, the manga content would cease. Literally, it would cease. I have been blessed with health. I have not been sick all year. I have bought a Bible. Hello. Because mind you, when we moved up here, I left my Bible in Texas. I bought a new one. I have been on many trips this year. I have traveled to my family's house in DC. I have been to Aruba. I have been to, where else have I been? I've been to a few places. I'm keep it a buck. I have overcome lust by the power of God. Now, from keeping it a buck. I haven't done the best with lust. But in the name of Jesus, that will change. Word. I'm a new man every day. Feel me? That's another thing too. Gooning. Stop gooning. A lot of y'all in the court is gooners. Feel me? I've lived that life as well. We gotta stop, mud. It's not good. It's not good for your mental. It's not good for your spiritual. We gotta stop that. Feel me? We gotta stop that. We gotta stop it. Me and my mom have moved into a big 2-story house. I started building my credit. I have received my credit card. Now, if y'all know, credit is everything when it comes to adulthood. If you don't have, you can have all the money in the world. If you don't have good credit, you are not buying that car nor that house. I got my first credit card, and I'm building my credit as we speak. These are just some of the things that we have spoken of and have actually come to pass. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and just to think, we're not even, like, we're close to the end and anything can happen. I just go to say this. It goes to show when you believe in something and you have faith in that thing, that you can get it done by the grace and the will of God. There is nothing stopping you. No man nor woman can tell you nor stop you from doing something that you want to do. No man nor woman have control over you. The only man that has control over you is God. And that's a whole different level of man that we can't even understand. There is no, I'm going to say it one more time. There's no man nor woman that can stop you from doing something that you want to do. What I mean by that is, if you have a dream to do art and your parents tell you, oh, that art is not something that you should do, it's not good with money, especially your family. Your family does not give a damn about your dreams. I'm just keeping it a buck. Your family especially. I'm just telling you. No man nor woman can tell you what you can and cannot do. Whether that's making a book, writing a book, selling a book, whether that's making YouTube videos and being successful in that, whether that's gaming content, whether that's this, that. You have to understand, right? And this is the thing that I took away from, being a mangaka. I had to sit here and say to myself, right, as a Marvel fan, as a nerd, as a comic book lover, as a manga lover, let's just sit here and think, what if Stan Lee was never born? And really hear me when I say this. What if Stan Lee was never born? That's number one. Number two, what if Stan Lee said, you know what, this comic book shit ain't it. I'm going to just work me a job. What if? What if? The reason why I say that is because everybody on this planet is put here for a reason. Whether that's a small reason, whether it's a big reason, it doesn't matter. You are here for a reason. Whether that's to save someone's life, whether that's to spread the word of God, whether that's to teach others and lead others. You are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. Now, again, Stan Lee has inspired a generation. If my life without reading comic books or without loving Spider-Man, I probably wouldn't even be here to the point to where I'm making manga. You get what I'm saying? Like, it gets to a point to where, okay, boom, I have to ask myself, if I never make this manga, because there's been times I want to quit. If I never make this manga, and it's about God, about the Lord, imagine the people who I failed. I failed God. I failed the Lord. I failed myself. I failed my mother. I failed a generation that I could have told about the Lord. I could have spread the gospel in such a crazy way. But I decided to go off my own understanding and be lazy. You feel what I'm saying? So remember that at the end of the day, do not stop what you have, what you are gifted, your talent. Yes, we are all talented, but it's hard work put in as well. But do not forget what you have. Do not forget. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact, because I was thinking about this the other day. I know for a fact that the Lord would not give me these talents, these gifts, music, art, manga loving, and content creation. He would the love of gaming. He wouldn't give me all this to not allow it to be prospered and to be blessed. Do you get what I'm saying? Some of y'all in here have talent out the ass, and y'all sit there and you don't show it to people. You don't give it. You don't show the world your art. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Hey, I'll say this right here. I'm not telling you to do anything. I am telling you. But you are your own person. Make your own decisions. You can do what you want. But I'm just saying, some of y'all have talent that is so pure and so God-given, and you don't do anything with it. And that's not okay. You feel what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all are so talented to the point where you can feed generations. Like, you got to understand, there's millionaires out here who have half of the talent you have, but because they just put themselves out there. You feel me? And I feel like that's another thing I'm learning right now, too. Again, is like just putting myself out there. The content ain't going to be perfect. The art ain't going to be perfect. You feel what I'm saying? And I be thinking, like, if I got to do it this day and that day, it's not going to be perfect, bro. It's not. I promise you it's not. It's not at all. It's not going to be perfect, not one bit. You just have to do what you need to do. And if you have a thought, if you have a creative thought, bro, put your first foot forward and go with it. At that moment, in that instant, go. Life is too short to stop. Like, life is too short to stop and smell the roses and be distracted by the enemy, gang. Like, yes, you're supposed to take rest. Always have rest. But you have to understand that you can influence somebody. You can influence somebody with your own cause, and that's the purpose. That's the point. When we read manga, we don't read manga for all the weird shit and the people always judging us. We don't do that. We read to understand. Even when it comes to like stuff like Chainsaw Man, off the surface, it is a very weird ass manga. But to understand a character to Denji's extent, to where the author, the illustrator is like, yes, you understand what I put my all into. Yes. And that's what I want people to do with my manga. I want you to look past all the BS. You feel me? This story is going to be about the Lord. Yes, there will be add-ons. There will be subtractions. You feel me? But I want you to get the messages, the subliminal messages that I'm putting out to you. Because it's not me. It's the Lord using me. He's telling you something. You feel me? Like he's putting effort in to be at your doorstep and knocking at your door. I'm telling you, if there's one thing I do, if I mess up my whole entire life, if I don't receive a dime, if people don't love me the way they was supposed to, and people don't appreciate my art, I just want to be able to say, okay, boom, I was able to do what the Lord told me to do. I was obedient. I did what he asked me to do, and I helped others with their life, whether that's, you know what I'm saying, improving on their art, whether that's helping them live a better life based off their morals, based off their, you feel me, actions. I just want to be somebody that people can look up to and not be like, damn, he's a terrible person to look up to. He's a weirdo. He's this, and that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. Like, there's a lot of YouTubers out there, a lot of celebrities. We all do weird shit. We all do, you know what I'm saying, mess up things. We all hurt people. We all lie. We all do this, and that. But that's in the past. And the thing about it is, bro, don't allow your past to come and snatch your future from you. That's where I feel like a lot of YouTubers and movie stars and this, and that, people in Hollywood, they mess up. You feel me? If you used to, let's keep it real, a lot of Minecraft, you know what I mean? If you used to like kids, allow the Lord to breathe, allow yourself to be reborn in God's will. And now that you have all this love and this motion, don't let that shit come back up here. Leave it in the past. We don't need that shit at all. You feel me? You feel me? We don't need that. And the thing, I keep saying that because, yes, I've been in a position where I've lied and I've hurt people. I'm also real Corey Kinder shit. You know this. We've all hurt people. We are all born sinners, but you have the chance to be reborn into a new being, a new flesh, you're born anew. You're born anew. You're going to mess up. You're going to fail. You're going to fall flat on your face. You're going to mess up. But you are reborn in the flesh. I mean, you're reborn in the blood of Jesus, gang. That's all I'm trying to say. You feel me? That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. If there's one thing I do right, you feel me? I mess up a lot. I'm a terrible human. I'm a terrible person. But me being born anew, if there's one thing I could do right, is to lead y'all to righteousness, bro. Feel me? A lot of y'all are younger people in this Discord, in the community. A lot of y'all are young people. I see my analytics. It's not a lot of older people. Feel me? I feel like most of my stuff is older, like maybe 20, 30, but a lot of y'all are young. Y'all are easily molded. I like to call y'all clay. Y'all are easily moldable. Y'all are in a time of your life where you can either go this route or this route. And when you get to the point where you might be 18, 16, whatever, you're not coming back. You feel me? The only way you're coming back is by the grace of God. And that, you feel me? You have to make a decision. What are you going to do with your life? And I don't mean financially. I don't mean, you feel me, your career. I mean, how are you going to be a person in your life? Are you going to troll and rage bait people till you're fucking 40? Are you going to, you know what I'm saying, be kind to people? You could be the class clown, but when people say, yo, chill on this person because he is a really good person at the end of the day, he shows that through his actions. She is a great person. She loves people. She cares for people. What are you going to do to impact this world in some way, shape, or form? When I die, I want to be known as a man who loved his people, who forgave, who was there for others in times of need, who was there for himself, and he built something that meant something. That is what I want to be known as. I don't want to be known, oh, he was a good guy, you know, he shared his house, he did this, and no, I want to be known as one of the best humans possible. And the only reason I was that was because God had himself inside of me. That is the only reason. That is the only reason I want to be known as that. I don't want to die and not leave nothing behind. I don't want to leave negative thoughts behind. I don't want to leave people angry. I don't want to leave this earth and have people, he was a weirdo because of this shit he did way back when. No, I want to come to people and allow them to know that you are loved. Do not, if there's nothing that you get from this, and I know I'm yapping, we already established that, you've seen the title. If there is nothing you get from Karen, if there is nothing you get from TK where you at, if there's nothing you get from me, listen to this right here. Do not allow people to take that light out of you. I have been told so many times, even by my family, by my own community, this shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. You can't do multiple things at once. You can't build a empire. You cannot build a group. You cannot build, you know what I'm saying? You can't do music and art. You have to pick one thing and do that shit till the end of your life until you fucking die. That is not true. Do not allow anybody in your life to tell you how you can get to the finish line. Don't ever do it. Don't ever in your life do that shit, man. Because the way that God works, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense the way God works, man. It doesn't. When God is at work, it does not make sense. So when I sit there and tell you, yo, I love music, I want to make music, I want to make art, I want to make manga, I want to make anime, I want to do this and that doesn't make sense to me. There's no way you can do that. God doesn't make sense. God is a man who can build miracles out of nothing. That does not make sense. Y'all, like we such in a one-track mind. It says in the Bible to not go off our own understanding. I don't read the Bible a lot, but that stuck out to me. You don't know anything when it comes to the power of God. We don't know. We don't even know the measures of how much he loves us. We don't know anything. We know nothing. We know nothing. So there's no way that you, a mere human, a mere man who messes up day in and day out, can tell me, can tell that person, can tell this person, can tell Kat, can tell Will, can tell Bless, can tell Cine, can tell this person, can tell that person, all the people in Discord. Do not allow someone to tell you you can't do some shit. Your circumstances may look crazy. You may be homeless. You may be in a bad household. Your family may be arguing every single day. How will you play a part in that? Will you build from it? Will you be a better man, a better woman? When people ask you to stop, do you stop? When you hurt people's feelings and they ask you to stop, or you do some weird shit and they ask you to stop, do you consider their feelings or do you keep doing what you want to do? What type of person are you, and how can God mold you as clay? How can God mold you as clay? How? Or do you think you are already the kindest person? Do you think you are already the best you can be? Because I promise you, you're not. I promise you, you're not. I'm not saying this to break you down. I'm saying this because the Lord knows your full potential and you're not there yet. I'm telling you right now, do not let a man, do not let a woman tell you. I know I've been repeating myself. Don't do it, gang. Don't allow it. And that is, again, in my story, one of the main plots of this story. I will not allow man, nor demon, nor deity, nor anything known to this earth or bind to this earth tell me the power that I have. And that is the main message of Shaw. He goes through a lot, and obviously the character has to be built. The character has to understand where he's at. But the main thing at the end of the day, my power is endless because I have God within me. There is no I lose this battle. There is not none. There's no way I lose. At this current moment, I have 1,030 subscribers. I will be published by next year. Not because I know my art is the coldest and my writing is the best. I know this because I have a message to say, and by the will of God, I cannot lose. There's no room for me to lose. There's no room for me to lose at all. There's no room for you to lose. There's no way on God's green earth that I lose to a man, to the enemy. The war has already been won. It's simple, gang. I definitely have more in-depth videos on Faith Fighter coming. Whether that's, I definitely have a character design video coming, a character development video, a in-depth video on the pages that are already complete and the pages to come. And I have a lot of new things to come, whether that be, you know, I got a video on the way, okay? Again, like I said, it's gonna explain why I've been gone. It's gonna explain, you know, new things. It's gonna explain the change. It's gonna explain a lot of stuff. And there's gonna be a lot of changes coming to the channels, whether that's, you know, the vlog channel, the live channel, the gaming channel, the vlog channel, whatever it may be. There's gonna be a lot of changes because if something's not working, that does not mean it has failed. It means that it's time to pivot. It is time to move. It is time to change. You never stop. You never stop, ever. So with that being said, matter of fact, other day I was in my Bible and I stopped reading it because it was getting boring. You feel me? Flesh, whatnot. I wonder if there's anything that the Lord wants me to just pull it out of here. Feel me? Actually, it's kind of crazy. I think I opened up to the book of Job, 25 to 27. Feel me? Hold on, let me show y'all. This right here, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, and I understand too, like, you know, it's man-made, this, and that. I understand that. I was one of them people too. But at the end of the day, whether this is man-made or not, God is going to pull what he wants you to read out of here and throw it in here. Boom. Feel me? I'm gonna just, you feel me? The one who established harmonies and heights, can his troops be numbered? Does his light not shine on everyone? How can a human be justified before God? How can one born of woman be pure? If even the moon does not shine and the stars are not pure in his sight, how much less a human who is a maggot, a son of man who is a worm? Job replies to the Bildad. Some of these words, these hard words for Elmo. Then Job answered, how you have helped the powerless and delivered the arm that is weak. How you have concealed and unwise and abundantly provided insight. With whom did you speak these words? Whose breath came out of your mouth? The departed spirit trembled beneath the waters and all that inhabited them. Sheol is naked before God, and Abaddon has no covering. He stretches the northern skies over empty space. He hangs the earth on nothing. He wraps up the water in his clouds, yet the clouds do not burst beneath its weight. He obscures the view of his throne, spreading his cloud over it. He laid out the horizon on the surface of the waters at the boundary between light and darkness. The pillars that hold up the skies tremble, astounded at his rebuke. By his power he stirred the sea, and by his understanding he crushed Rahab. It's a lot going on, okay? By his breath, the heavens gained their beauty. His hand pierced the fleeing serpent. These are but the fringes of his ways. How faint is the word we hear of him. Who can understand his mighty thunder? That just goes to show, like, Job is telling this demon, like, this is what I'm getting from context. Job is telling this demon, there is no way that, basically, literally what I just said, there's no way I fail because the God that I serve has made the mountains, has made the ocean, has made the heavens that are covered up by the clouds, and they don't burst with water. Do you understand that? Like, I'm not saying I'm some philosopher, but just the fact of, like, clouds. They're filled with water, yet they're soft enough to go through. That does not make sense. But it, you know, like, God is good. You know, God is good, man. Hold on, let me read this last piece real quick, and then I'm in the video. My hips hurt. As God lives, who has deprived me of justice, and Almighty, who has made me bitter. As long as my breath is still in me, and the breath from God remains in my nostrils, my lips will not speak unjustly. So Job has been through a lot. He feel like the Lord is putting him through test. And even though he's putting him through test, he says, yes, my life is bad. Yes, my riches are gone. Yes, you know what I'm saying? I have nothing physically. I have nothing on earth. I have nothing here. But even with the Lord stripping me of everything that I have, he still blesses me with air. Meaning, I have the ability to be alive. That means there's more purpose for me. So with that being said, I will not curse my God. I will not tell the Lord, forget you, Lord, and oh, I hate you, Lord, this, and that, because he still is allowing me to be here. If he didn't want me to have anything, I would be dead. He said, my lips will not speak unjustly, and my tongue will not utter deceit. I will never affirm that you are right. I will maintain my integrity until I die. I will cling to my righteousness and never let it go. My consciousness will not accuse me as long as I'm alive. May my enemy be like the wicked, and my opponent like the unjust. For what hope does the godless person have when he is cut off? Damn! What does an ungodly man, what does a demon have against me when he don't got God on his side? Let me go get my my highlighter. Y'all tweaking. Hold on. Nah, cause he talking. He said, when God, for what hope does the godless person have when he is cut off? When God takes away his life, will God hear his cry when distress comes on him? Will he delight in the Almighty? Will he delight in the Almighty? Will he call on God at all times? I will teach you about God's power. I will not conceal what the Almighty has planned. All of you have seen this for yourselves. Why do you keep up the empty talk? Why do you keep this empty talk? And honestly, you know what the craziest thing about this is? Oh, my marker. I did not read my Bible because I was bored and in the flesh. This past few weeks, I have not been close to God. I have not been, you know what I'm saying, on the purpose I needed to be on. But when I went to sleep that night and I didn't read my Bible, I put my pen right here. I put my pen right here. Dang! I put my pen right here and I closed it. And when I brought this Bible over here just to talk to y'all, this is exactly where it was at. This just goes to show, right? This is what I'm getting from it. He's telling whoever he's talking to, gang, what does a ungodly man have against me, a man of God? If you, a demon, a man, a woman, can tell me, hey, you can't do that, and I have the will of God, how can that be when you are not a man of God, when you are unjust in God's eyes? Because when you go to hell, and I'm not saying you in particular, but you know what I'm saying? When you go to hell, God will not hear you. God will not hear, he will not forsake, God will not hear you, and he will not know you anymore. He said, I will teach you about God's power. I will not conceal what the Almighty has planned. All of you have seen this for yourselves. Why do you keep this empty talk? We've all been blessed by the God. We all know what it feels like to be loved by God. We don't focus on it. You know what I mean? We don't focus on it. So we know what God's love looks like. We know what it feels like. But we continue unjust talk. We continue, okay, yeah, I'm finna go to this party, get drunk. I'm finna go to this party, get high. I'm finna spank my little shit. I'm finna goon. I'm finna, you feel me? All this other stuff. Or I'm finna go to this girl house, crank her shit, and just get up out of here. All sinful nature. Knowing that's not right, but we do it anyway. And I am the main target for that. Trust me, I'm not condemning you. I am your brother, and I'm telling you to help you because I'm in the same boat. This is a wicked man's lot from God. The inheritance, the ruthlessness receive from the Almighty, even in his children increase. They are destined for the sword. His descendants will never have enough food. Those who survive him will be buried by the plague. Yet their widows will not wet for them. I'm tweaking. Through he piles up silver like dust, and heaps of fine clothes like clay. He may heap it up, but the righteous will wear it. And And the innocent will divide up his silver. The house he built is like a moth's cocoon, or a shelter set up by a watchman. He lies down with. I'm so sorry. He lies down wealthy, but will do so. Gang, what? But will do so no more. When he opens his eyes, it is gone. Terrors overtake him like a flood. A storm wind sweeps him away at night. At east wind picks him up, and he is gone. It carries him away from his place. It blasts at him without mercy. While he flees desperately from his force, it claps its hands at him and scoffs at him from his place. Yo, regardless, at the end of the day, I love y'all boys. If you don't get anything from this, just goes to show you can do anything with the power of God. At the end of the day, whether he takes away a family member, whether he takes away your money, whether he takes away your goods, it does not give you the right to cuss out God or shame God or do any of that. God loves you because he still provides you with the most valuable thing on earth, which is air. I love y'all boys, and I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I love y'all, bro. Like, I really do. And I hope that this gets, I pray that this video gets to the right people. Like, I hope this gets to people who need to hear it. I hope this gets to, and I know it's a long video. People might click out, whatever it may be. But for those who need to hear this, I pray that the Lord sends them to hear what they need to hear. I love y'all, faith fighters, and this is not over, nor is it done, nor is it close to done. We finna get it. We finna get back rolling. You feel me? I love y'all boys, and I pray that y'all have a blessed day. I'll see y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all with the Bible today.